Have you noticed that the moment you start withdrawing from your partner, the moment you stop doing too much for someone, they suddenly start to respect you the more? And this is not jazz, as some people may call it. It is called human psychology. And that is why in today's video, I am going to discuss why your partner suddenly starts adjusting to some certain behaviors from you, why your partner suddenly starts behaving better towards you, why they started treating you with more value the moment you stopped chasing them. And I'm also going to teach you how you're going to start using this trick the wise way without trying to play games on them. Now, this is no manipulation, as some people may see it. It is emotional balance. That is what we are trying to do. And if you understand what I'm about to break down for you, be you a man or a woman, your relationship will stop stressing your life. Rather, you will start building momentum in your relationship. You start having better relationships that will better your life. Now, the real problem is simple, very simple. Most people overgive in some certain relationships out of fear. Fear of losing the person they are involved with, fear of being replaced by another person, or fear of not being enough. And when fear is driving you as a person, you will start doing too much. That is the practical truth. You start calling constantly, you start over explaining yourself, you start tolerating nonsense from your partner, and you start to beg for the mere minimum, which is the normal basic thing you're supposed to have on a platter of gold. But here is the truth: anything you chase will run, but anything you maintain calmly will stay with you forever. So, what we want to solve in today's video is emotional imbalance, helping you stop acting from the standpoint of fear and start acting from clarity so that your partners will start treating you with more respect, more consistency, and more value. Before I start explaining why pulling back changes everything for you, let me drop one harsh truth some people won't like. And this truth will save you from a lot of heartbreak if you will listen to me. Here's my humble opinion, or rather, my controversial opinion about this whole thing. People treat you based on the standard you set, not based on the love you give. And you have to understand that. I want you to read that phrase again. People treat you based on the standard you set, not based on the love you give. So, what I'm trying to say in effect is this: too much availability kills value, too much proving kills attraction, and too much effort in that relationship from one side, from one person, kills the balance. So it means that a partner who knows that you will always be there, a partner who knows that you are always going to come back to them despite their misbehavior, will always relax in this respect. What I'm trying to say is they are not doing that because they are very wicked, or they are trying to hurt you, or they are trying to wicked you. No, but because humans naturally adjust to comfort. When you give a human being too much comfortability, they are more liable to adjust to it. So when you start pulling back in some certain areas in your relationship, you are not punishing your partner. No, you're not punishing them. Rather, you are simply resetting the emotional equation in that relationship. And guess what? Nobody values what they don't fear losing. That's the fact, including you. Your partner will never value you if they are not afraid of losing you. So let me show you one proof. I will give you real life examples that you can relate with in this video, and you will see how predictable human beings can be, how predictable human behavior actually is. Now, the number one proof I'm about to give you is psychological reactance. In psychology, there's something called reactance, and it means when people feel they are losing access to something, they suddenly start wanting that thing more. Like if somebody starts feeling that he or she is losing access to some certain thing, maybe a human being, an object, or something, they suddenly start wanting that thing more. It is called psychological reactance. That is why when you, as a partner in a relationship, start texting every minute, your partner or they start replying slowly. And when you stop texting first, you get to see them start checking up on you more regularly. That is psychological reactance. And when you always apologize, when you always be the first person to apologize whenever there is trouble, they don't care. But when you stay calm and give peace, you start seeing them suddenly they will want to talk to you. That is what we are talking about. You didn't change anything. You did not change your personality. Rather, your availability changed. So that is proof number one. The proof number two I am going to give you is the value drop effect. The value drop effect. Think about it. When you buy something too easily, you don't value that thing. And that is true. It happens to everyone. It even happens to me. So, but when you finally get what you took effort, like when you finally get what took you too much effort to get, you are obviously going to value and protect that thing. It is called the value drop effect. So people operate in the same way. Human beings operate in the same way. Your partner starts valuing you the more when you stop being too accessible and start protecting your emotional energy. That is proof number two. Now, proof number three is real relationships. Real relationships. I've coached couples for years, I've coached singles for years, and I will tell you the truth. The moment one partner stops over functioning, the relationship resets. And that is the pure fact. Respect returns, communication improves, entitlement disappears, not because of the threats, but because clarity forces balance. Hear it again, clarity forces balance. Let me make it personal. This thing worked in my life too. I've been in a relationship, I know what it means. Let me tell you my true life story. There was a time someone I really cared about, someone I really, really loved, started acting funny. Slow replies, excuses, low effort. You can name it. Me, I doubled my effort. Like I literally texted her every minute, every second, every time. I was checking up on her. I was doing everything to make sure she's okay. I was following up. I was trying to fix things. I was there for her. I was doing literally everything. I was literally giving my all just to make sure that that relationship worked. But let me ask you, did that help? No, obviously, it did not help me. But it made things worse in that relationship. One day, I just told myself the truth. If someone wants you, you won't have to chase them like a thief. That's just the truth I told myself. So I relaxed. I started doing things my own way, not in anger. I just choose peace. I reduced my calling process. I focused on my work. I stopped over explaining myself in every conversation. And guess what? Their energy changed. They noticed the shift. They began to put more effort in the relationship. Not because I threatened them. No, I did not threaten anybody. Because I stopped being the man who chase. I stopped being the man who do too much. Rather, I started choosing peace for myself. And they realized my presence had a value. They realized my presence had an effect in their lives. That is why they did that U turn. So here is the lesson. When you reduce unnecessary effort, when you reduce unnecessary doing too much, the right person will rise. And that is the truth. The wrong person will always fly away. The wrong person will always fly away, but the right person will always rise. So either way is a win-win for the both of you. So let me ask you, have you ever noticed someone treating you better after you pulled back? Have you? Or have you ever noticed someone acting like they don't care when you started doing too much? Drop your experience in the comment section because I would like to hear your story. And if you want more real life relationship wisdom and experiences like this, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel because I want us to build smarter relationships these days that is not full of stress, but relationships that is going to change your life for good.